Okay, so now I'm ready to use this pipe and my hammer to push, or I should say tap, this bearing down instead of using a shop press. I wish I had a shop press, but this works fine if you do it this way. So I have an 1¼ inch black pipe. This could be just one length of pipe if you needed it, but basically you want to assemble this just, with gravity. And from this point here up to the end of the axle, you want to make sure you have like an extra 3 inches or 4 inches of pipe so you can push this down. That's not to say that this is going to go down that far, but you just don't want to bottom out. So I put a cap on the top of my pipe. I kind of rigged it up with some couplers and T's. But about the T at the bottom, this T is crucial because at the very bottom, when the ring goes on and the bearing goes on, you need a bigger inside diameter than the 1¼ inch pipe will allow. So the fitting is slightly bigger by at least 1/8, if not more. And that will be wide enough to go over the final taper for the bearing and the retaining collar, and just push on the retaining collar like that. It's almost a perfect fit. So everything is lubed up lightly. I didn't go crazy. I've done that in the past. I think it creates a little too much pressure on the oil seal and the bearing. You definitely need to have some lubrication in there, so I used gear oil. So I'm going to screw this fitting on the bottom of my pipe, and I'm going to hit it on with my hammer. I've measured how far down it should go. I'll show you that process possibly, but basically you want to measure the thickness of the bearing and the thickness of the retaining ring above it, and then subtract that from the bottom part of the flange, the wider part of the axle where they press on. This way you know a measurement from the top, or I should say from the end of the axle to the retaining ring. You'll know that measurement. In my case, it's, I believe, 26¾ inches. When the retaining ring is down that far, 26¾ inches from the axle stub, then it will be down all the way. And I don't have to guess or ruin the bearing and hit it too much.